No one talks about this phase where you're showing up every day, but it's still quiet. You're not feeling and you're not feeling life. It's just the quiet phase. There is this phase in life where you're showing up every day. You're doing everything you need to do. You're completing all the tasks you need to complete, but you're still not seeing any wins, no big wins. You're not really, there's nothing visible that you can see. No visible progress. No loud applauses or any applauses, and no validation from people, and you start to feel like you're not doing something right. You start to overthink, you start to second guess yourself, and then that's when you start just thinking that nothing is working, and that's when you start switching up your routine or eventually even quitting. Slow it down, think, don't do any compulsive decisions. Just know where you are, know what you need to do, and keep doing it. No matter if you see any wins or if you have people on the sidelines clapping for you or not. You just have to keep going. That quiet feeling makes a lot of people quit or want to quit or just switch up what they're doing because they feel like it's not working. In reality, it's just the quiet phase. It's working, but you just have to let it accumulate and let compound interest do its thing. Let the compound effect compound. All of us go through that phase of feeling unseen. You know, we're doing all the right habits. We're repeating the same routine, the same habits, and we're still not seeing any different results, at least not right away. Some of us need to slow down, think, keep working at that, because I feel like when people start to think, once we get into our minds, once we're doing something, and something productive at that, something that can really change our lives or just put us just take us in a different way, or if we're doing something that can take us far in life and that can really elevate our mind or our soul, we tend to want to quit things when we feel unseen, when we're not seeing any visible progress of small wins or any big wins. And that's the problem right there. That's where we need to reevaluate ourselves when we're in that situation and we're feeling that way. That's when we need to really evaluate ourselves and see where we're at and where we need to go, and break down the actionable steps that we need to take to move forward and get to that destination of where we're aiming for, or at least to get to that first win, that first small win or that first big win. I know it feels like nothing is happening. I know the results aren't clear, they aren't there, they aren't presenting themselves. Motivation is starting to fade, and then you're starting to doubt yourself. But just stop right there, bro. I got something to let you know. What is actually happening here, discipline is being built and confidence is being established. Your identity is changing and you're becoming consistent with the person you are and who you're becoming without the hype. Now that's real growth. And it's so quiet that a lot of us overlook that and we kind of downplay it and don't see it. It's kind of hard you have to really evaluate yourself and evaluate your situation and what it is that you're doing in order to see that. And really it's just, if you're doing everything, if you're showing up and you're doing everything right, bro, just keep doing that. Because you're doing everything right, especially if you're in the right place. If you're feeling like nothing is happening, you're in that quiet phase, or like just nothing is happening for you, but you're doing all the right things, bro, stay right there where you at. Keep doing what you're doing and don't stop. That's all I'm gonna tell you, because that's all you need to do is not stop. Keep doing what you're doing and not stop. Don't switch nothing up, because once you switch something up, then it's gonna, it could slow down your progress or you can backtrack. So keep doing what you're doing. If you're showing up to the gym every day, if you're recording videos every day, even if you're working on your finances every day, building your budget every day, just changing your mindset every day, if you're, seeking knowledge every day, you're reading books, if you're doing those things, if you're doing anything that can elevate your life, if you're doing that consistently on a daily basis, you're destined to win. It's not if you're going to win, it's when you're going to win. So eventually you are going to win. You just have to evaluate yourself, bro, know your situation and know where you need to go. And keep up the good habits. Don't stop anything. If you feel like nothing is working, that doesn't mean stop where you are, throw everything down and quit and abandon ship. Like, no. Stop with the negative thoughts, first of all, because that's all it is. Like, once you get too involved into your mind and you're just having those thoughts, negative thoughts, like you will have those good thoughts like, yeah, this can work for me. And then you're also going to have those negative thoughts like, what if this don't work? What if, like a bunch of what ifs. And don't get into that feeling, bro. Just do it. Once you just do it, less thinking involved. Because once you start thinking, that's when you start to really like dictate yourself. You really start to slow things down. You really start to slow progress down. But once you stop thinking and you start doing, take actionable steps, progress is in progress, bro. Keep showing up. It's like going to school. It's like when you first enter high school, you're a freshman, right? In order to graduate, you got to make it to 12th grade year, and you have to finish 12th grade year. You have to have a certain amount of credits, and you have to take a certain credits in throughout those years. Now, you don't get your diploma when you first start high school, when you first become a freshman. You don't get a diploma. You're entering something new. You have to adapt. You have to adjust and adapt, because you're not in middle school no more. You're in high school. You have to adjust and adapt. It's not the same thing, bro. You have to really put in work. And that's the same thing for real life. Like, you start something, it's a journey, bro. Don't think you're just gonna be at the finish line in day 2. It don't work like that. Just know it might take you years, months, however long it may take for you to start seeing results for real. But it's gonna take some time, especially if that outcome that you're wanting is worthwhile. Like, if it's really worth something, it can really benefit you, it can really change your life. It's gonna take time, bro. You just have to adjust and adapt and keep showing up daily. Be consistent. I got some reassurance for you guys. You're not behind, you're being prepared. The quiet phase is intentional and it is normal. Also, growth doesn't announce itself, so you have to keep showing up and keep chasing that goal every single day, even when you don't see results. And when things finally start to take off for you, when things start to move and you start seeing progress, and people actually start seeing that, they will start to call you an overnight success. Now, if you were just listening to everything I talked to you about, there was those nights where you was going through, you were downplaying the fact that of what you was doing, you was downplaying the habits, you didn't have any faith in what you were doing, but you still stayed consistent and stayed showing up, kept doing what you needed to do, didn't slack whatsoever. Now it's paying off. People starting to see what you had going on. The numbers, they're growing. Basically, people will just call you an overnight success. But only you know how much silence it took, patience you had to have, and really the discipline that you had to have and the confidence that you had to form in order to get to where you was going. It took all of that. To build discipline is not easy. To build confidence is not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple habits. Everything is simple. It comes in the form of habits. Simple habits. The problem is people don't like to lock in and be consistent. They'll do it for a little bit, but not long term. And I'm not the perfect person. I can speak on myself. I have my days where I don't want to do things. I was supposed to drop a video yesterday on my birthday, but that day went terribly, I'm not going to say it went terribly wrong, but things didn't go how I wanted it or expected it to go. So it was just that. But I'm here today. It's the next day. It's a new day. But I'm here today. I'm showing up. I'm here for you guys. And really, that's all it is. When you fall off or when you fall short, bro, pick yourself back up. That's all it is. Adapt and adjust to your situation. No matter what it is going on, bro, you can never lose in life. The only way you lose, bro, is if you quit. Now, if you quit, you quit. You don't get nothing for quitting. You get exactly what you did. You quit it. That's what you get. You a quitter. But if you keep going and you're still not seeing progress, you're not a loser either. It's just in progress. You just have to be patient and continue showing up. And when it's your time, it's going to be your time, and you're going to know that, and you're going to feel so accomplished and fulfilled once it's your time. You're going to be so happy that you continue to lock in. You didn't let anyone distract you. You didn't distract yourself, and you didn't let yourself down. You continue to show up for yourself and build those habits and be consistent, bro. That's what you call showing up for yourself. That's what you call self-discipline, and that's how you build self-trust. And that's when the confidence forms, bro. That's Glow and Grow with Joe today. I was happy to give you guys some type of knowledge today. I'll be back again tomorrow with even more knowledge. If this video resonated with you guys, you're in that quiet phase, or you're just in that phase of being consistent, showing up every day, like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and we'll be back with another one for you guys. Peace out.